All right, guys. We are back here again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. It's all about Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, today, 20th of October, is a day that the protest is supposed to stand. As you all know, currently, the police have tear gassed the Sowore protesters, for the campaign on release of Nnamdi Kanu. As we they talk, so they are all on the run. It's not a pleasant thing at all. But I would like us to start from here. I can see my mother is already with me. Mother of all mommy diaspora. Good evening, good morning to you, mommy. I said good evening because we've not done this for a while. This morning show. Thank you very much, mommy, for all that you do, for always being there for us. But meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu, as you all can see right there on the screen, that Nnamdi Kanu's protesters have been chased away by tear gassing and gunshot and all that. But still, the message that the police sent yesterday night, as you all know, that the police went to the court to seek permission to dissolve that to stop this from not happening. But still, Omoyele Sowore engaged in the press conference yesterday, saying that it must happen. So, my people, listen to this quickly.
Will deal decisively with any person or group that uses protests over the continued detention of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu as a cover to incite violence, carry offensive weapons, vandalize property, or engage in acts capable of causing loss of life or injury. According to the Force Public Relations Officer, CSP Benjamin Hundeyi, who issued the warning in Abuja, offenders will be arrested, investigated, and prosecuted under relevant laws, such as those on public order, violence conduct, and terrorism, where applicable. He further cautioned individuals or groups planning demonstrations to stay clear of Aso Rock Villa and its environs, citing an existing court order restricting protests in those areas. According to CSP Hundeyi, the Federal High Court Abuja, in a suit between the Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Omoyele Sowore and 4 others on October 17, restrained any form of protest within and around the presidential villa and adjoining areas. The Force PRO adds that all intending protesters and counter-protest groups are strongly advised to avoid restricted areas and desist from any acts capable of provoking confrontation or disturbing public peace.
When I see that particular one, that was the warning the CSP then sent. That was last night again, that the protest cannot stand. But Omoyele Sowore, as you know, according to his press conference yesterday, that yes, it will certainly stand. This was what happened.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 Don't tear gas us! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Don't tear gas us! Don't tear gas us! Do not tear gas us! You are right to protest! Don't tear gas us! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 Jesus cannot stop us! Free Nnamdi Kanu! Jesus cannot stop us! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Jesus cannot stop us! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Still. Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Let's go to Beggar. Nnamdi Kanu now! Nnamdi Kanu now! Nnamdi Kanu now! Nnamdi Kanu now!
Okay, that was the situation right there. What happened to Omoyele Sowore, this particular morning. Very unfortunate that the way this country take this, so my people, we are not going anywhere, because if you check Nigerian system, our government system, they have a way of scaring out Nigerians whenever they want to speak truth to power. So on this one is a whole situation we find ourselves. It doesn't look like we are going anywhere anytime soon. Just imagine some Nigerians that are contemplating to protest over hunger or whatever that is happening to us in Nigeria right now. When they see things like this, obviously they will be scared to come out. Whenever you call for protest, they will say, no, there's no need, because at the end of the day, it's not working. You get it? It's not working. So the country is captured. And some people are celebrating, because I saw in the comment section where some people are celebrating. Oh, like good for Sowore. I think say you say you get two heads. Why you the pick race? You they run? You they do the, just imagine that kind of statement. Just imagine that kind of statement. And the same person or people who wrote those kind of comments, as we speak, the system, everything about the system that is dilapidated is affecting them directly, not indirectly. So I wonder how we still manage to speak against people who stood out to speak truth to power, how we can have a better country. I understand this is not about better country, it's about Nnamdi Kanu, but what led Nnamdi Kanu to prison? It's still the dilapidated state of the nation. If we have to be honest ourselves, why is Sowore on the street putting his life at risk? It's because the country is not working. The judiciary is not working. Nothing is working. But we still have one or two people that is discouraging us. That what do you know? Is really, really, really crazy. We have a long way to go, my people. Although the protest is still currently going on, I would like to, before I put that on, because, okay, let's just follow up with them right now. Bear with me. Let me put this on your screen. Then we take it from here. I have a lot to say, and I have lots of videos to showcase to you guys today, even to recapitulate you back on what Nnamdi Kanu have to say.
No, it's in the main car. I think he's here.
Can never be defeated. A people united can never be defeated. A people united can never be defeated. A people united. No.
Let me run, Joe. He's out. Give me.
Una see wetin they happen, right? It's very, very unfortunate. They have chased them all away again for the second time. Now wow, we are in big trouble. A country where terrorists were giving pardon. A country where terrorists are having a peace talk. this is where we find ourselves. It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate, because me, I don't know what to say. But meanwhile, I would like us to listen to what Nnamdi Kanu lawyer have to say here. Listen to this.
Court of appeal has released it, and Kenya court has ordered for his release. Nigeria court awarded 1 billion naira in his favor against federal government. All these issues, the federal government refused. And we can't keep quiet, because an injury to one is an injury to all. So we are going to our protest. Nobody can be intimidated. We are the protest is peaceful. They said that we should not go to Villa, we should not go to National Assembly. We are now at Bega. I don't say the that to pass and Arab Junction in Korea. So just to pass the message. So that's come and join us in the protest. Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 What do we want? Now! What do we want? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 What do we want? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! What do we want? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! When? Now! When? Now! Now! Free Nnamdi Kanu 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 now! 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 What are we asking? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! What are we demanding? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! What do we want? Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! We can't hear you! Free Nnamdi Kanu now!
It's too high.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 Now! Come and join us! Freedom is for me and you! Come and join us! Freedom is for me and you! Come and join us! Come and join us! Come and join us! Freedom is for me and you! Come and join us! Come and join us! Come and join us! Freedom is for me and you! Come and join us! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now!
What are we saying? What do we want? When? What are we asking? What do we want? What are we saying? What do we want? What are we saying? Tinubu. Ole. Tinubu. Barao. Tinubu. Anyara. What are we saying? What do we want? What are we demanding? Why do we want it? 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 What are we saying? What do we want? What are we saying? What do we want? What do we want? What are we asking? What are we demanding? We cannot hear you. We are not hearing you. Ole. What do we want? What are we demanding? What are we demanding? What are we demanding? What do we want? What are we asking for? What do we want? Tell us louder. What are you demanding? We cannot hear you. What do we want?
Oga, where are you? Jabike, we are to Tapu now. Why will he say you to come to Jabi? You're supposed to be following us. You're supposed to be in front. So I can sit at the back of the Helios. You're not here. Masha, you have to tackle. Yes. Sushan, wait. Masha, wait. Let me get. Where is this place? Where exactly my tackle? Tackle. It's too high. It's too high. It's too high. It's too high.
Are they live? We don't tackle just in front of NJ Secretariat. In front of NJ Secretariat. Are they live? Can never be defeated. The people united 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 can never be defeated. Small, don't rush, small. Can never be defeated.
It's too high. It's too high. It's too high.
Yes. Hold on. Hold on, right?
Do it now.
Stop.
Now. We need to do it now.
Tripod. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Nigerian people.
Officer, what?
Nigerian people.
Wait.
Let's complain.
I'm
just taking you straight.
Please. We are determined today to see that Nnamdi Kanu is free. And we started as early as 7 a.m. But it is customary with our security forces. They attacked us unprovoked. And we decided that we will relocate to other parts of the city. And we are in Utako, and we will go around the city today until the city is shut down. Instead of using the soldiers and our police to fight terrorism, at Sabisa, in Zamfara, Katsina, in Benue, in Plateau, and other places, they are using them on defenseless protesters. Please, you are aware that we close today as Nnamdi Kanu now rally. But we also tell Nigerians that today is one of the darkest days in the history of Nigeria. NSAS protest 2020 is 5 years today. So we are going to take a minute silence to recognize the heroes who were killed at the Lekki tollgate for NSAS. Can you take a minute silence?
Can we pull back?
Silence,
please. Can we pull back? Let's have more.
May their souls continue to pursue their oppressors. Not a tribal issue. It is not a religious issue. It is not a sentimental issue. It's a social justice issue for us. We are not here as Igbos, or Yorubas, or Hausas. In fact, if you look around, there are a lot of Igbos, there are a lot of Hausas and Yorubas. All united to ensure that our brother is brought back home. That is to end the sham trial that is going on at the Federal High Court. If they don't do that, they will get more. And they know that a lot of Nigerians are sitting with anger. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu alone. There's hunger, there's starvation in this country. There's political oppression. There's a lot of corruption going on under the Tinubu regime. So very soon, this crowd will see that is bigger than that of Nepal. Let the people be moving. Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 The people united can never be defeated. 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 United can never be defeated. Free Nnamdi Kanu now! 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 Free Nnamdi Kanu now!
What are you saying? We cannot hear you. Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now. CIA. Bring on the Kanu now. CSI. Bring on the Kanu now. NIA. Bring on the Kanu now. 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 Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we
Bring on the Kanu now.
Let's speak on it.
Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What are we saying?
Bring on the Kanu now.
What do we want?
Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu. Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now.
Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now.
Let's go.
Bring on the Kanu now.
Oga, where are you?
Kanu now.
Hey!
Oga, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Come to front of us. Come to
Nobody can say no. Nobody can say no. Nobody can say no. Bring on the Kanu now.
Adams, call the driver to come to front. I need to sit at the back of the Unions. I've been calling him. Yes, tell him to come to the front. I need to sit down.
Bring on the Kanu now. Bring on the Kanu now.
Please, can you tell Adams to tell the Helios driver to come to the front so I can sit at the back of the Helios? The Helios driver to come to the front so I can sit at the back. I've talked to Adam already. She come to the front so let's not sit down. The Helios driver. No, it's in the main car. I think he's here.
Can never be defeated. A people united can never be defeated. A people united can never be defeated. A people united. No, no. Freedom and the Kanu. Freedom and the Kanu. Freedom and the Kanu. Freedom and the Kanu. No, freedom. What are you saying? Free my brother. Come and join. Justice, come and join.
I love myself. This one, let me run, Joe.
All right. They chased them all over again. Very, very, very unfortunate. My people, we're in big trouble. Big trouble for this country, Nigeria. You know, free Nnamdi Kanu now. Currently, we have about 1,523 people watching us across. You know, guys, you are not pressing on the like button. You know, you have a lot to watch today. On Naija End Watch blog, you have about 900 people watching there. Naija Watch Media, you have 349 watching. While I do Naija Watch, we have 340 something watching as well. So we have total of 1,600 people listening to us. Press on the like so that this message can go far. Yes, as you can see, for the second time or the third time, Nigerian government are chasing Sowore and the concerned Nigerians protesting for the Nnamdi Kanu release here and there. For those of you that did not see the first video, how they were chased out, let me quickly recapitulate on this before I show you guys more videos.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now! Free Nnamdi Kanu now!
Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Don't tear gas us. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Don't tear gas us. Don't tear gas us. Do not tear gas us. It's our right to protest. Don't tear gas us. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Tear gas cannot stop us. Tear gas cannot stop us. Tear gas cannot stop us.
Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Sit. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Let's go to Beggar. Nnamdi Kanu now. Nnamdi Kanu now. Nnamdi Kanu now.
It's very sad, very, very sad. I saw in the comment section where someone is saying that they should stop running. You know, I don't know, because we don't have enough people there. I understand what you are trying to say. They should stop running. My brother, if they stop running, you know what will happen, right? You know the kind of government that we have. Government without empathy, government without heart, government that can do anything. You know what happened in NSAS protest and all that. So currently it's crazy that it's already obvious that we don't have freedom of speech or freedom of expression, freedom of association, you know, freedom to gather together, to come out to speak on what is affecting you and I, freedom to express our plights. We don't have none. We don't have none. All have been truncated, all have been captured. You know, Nnamdi Kanu is right there in prison, languishing away, his health deteriorating, while Nigerian government are having a peace talk with terrorists, killers, people that have openly admitted that they buy people for a living, they rape people for a living, they do all kinds of things that is causing the country chaos for a reason. But government had a peace talk with them. Even during the peace talk, you saw how these people were holding sophisticated weapons, you know, with the Nigerian government. Now, Free Nnamdi Kanu have become a problem for a reason I don't know. Yes, except you that is listening to me, that is supporting this satanic government, or every government that caused you and I the problem we are facing today in our country, except you have a reason to tell me that Nnamdi Kanu's offense is more aggravated, or rather more than what this satanic set of terrorists that Nigerian government had a peace talk with is more than them. If you know you cannot have that kind of reason, tell me why you are hating. Or are you just hating or praying for Nnamdi Kanu to languish or die in prison just because he's an Igbo man? Is that why you are doing what you are doing? It's very, very crazy. I would like us to take more reactions and go on and recapitulate on previous Nnamdi Kanu statements. Let's take it from here.
Kanu now. Nnamdi Kanu now.
I talked for you last night. I said they go attack these people and they will try to arrest Sowore to distract this movement. Information regime right now be saying they say the devil arrest Sowore this early morning. But I'm seeing that thing. That's the information I'm getting this early morning. You see, huh? Now police they go use to hijack the protest. Now police, right from time we have been protesting for bad leadership. Now police they attack. They are the ones shooting tear gas. You see, they are the one. And again, most of the Igbo leaders are not even happy for Sowore. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu is arrested up to today, they never release that. Now because of Igbo leaders for their political nay, which they want to achieve. Now Igbos make never see that means no one release Nnamdi Kanu. Many Igbos are evolved. You see, Nigeria problem go hard to finish.
To be very, very difficult.
This problem to finish. Group of people now come outside. See when they release somebody. For two people to pass, say, okay, fine, don't release her. Make the man go. Just to make peace for once. They don't pack police full everywhere. Boko Haram dey for bush. S-men full bush. Bad road, no lie. So many things we dey expect for this country. Believe me or not, now Igbo leaders will still make they don't release Nnamdi Kanu. Many Igbo leaders are involved in this case. Because this young man is a threat to their political career. You see, Sowore, abeg. I put maybe see na fake news that they say they don't arrest you. Make it be fake news. Please be guided. Be guided, and may God bless you. To everybody who come outside today, may God bless you guys. Be guided. More obvious they come.
The rally for ahead of this free Nnamdi Kanu and the rest. Igbos, if una like, I know you this opportunity. Say no whether una for this country or not be for this country. If I like, I know you this opportunity. If I like, I know you this opportunity. Tell no whether una for Nigeria or not be for Nigeria. Make Nigeria tell no. If I like, I know come outside. Make all no boss come outside till they release Nnamdi Kanu. That's how I go. Do protest now go really know who the kind of people is the one that noise they make or not. No mind that noise they make, the noise that they make. Now show where they make the situation. If I like go for show where they hands. Igbos. I expect the country to shut down. From that day of the protest, the country should be shut down. This guy is justice. This kind of nonsense with that one. Nonsense. Very, very nonsense. That is justice and nonsense.
Another video that shocked me today is the video from one of the Southeast elites who came out warning the Igbo people not to come out today to protest for Nnamdi Kanu. Although he was stylishly hiding under the name of, oh, if you go, they will buy you, they will do this and all that. Why many have reacted that this man was actually doing that video, you know, to scare people away from coming out to speak on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That means, according to people's reaction, that this man is part of the people. He could be part of the people that is doing everything possible in the Southeast for Nnamdi Kanu not to be released. Listen to this video.
We have shown strength in agitation. We have shown strength in fighting for IPOB and Masob and all the rest of them. In sitting at home. Please be weak now. Because they were looking for opportunity to slaughter you. Sit at
All right. I don't know what you guys think about that particular video. You know, what the man was saying that Igbo people should stay at home, may they not slaughter them and all that. But even though the Igbo people coming out, they're coming out for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Why must you come out to send this kind of message? My people, the less, how they tell you talk, the more you see, the less you see. I don't know if I put it right. Who is behind Nnamdi Kanu's detention is a big problem. This is a very, very huge problem. I'm only asking, you know, before I go attack me again, because, you know, many of us don't like the truth and it's very, very crazy. But the marginalization of the ED Igbo, let's listen to what this pastor have to say.
Somebody like him, Nnamdi Kanu, think of fighting for Biafra. He was born, I think, in 1967 when the war broke out. He started fighting for this Biafra of a thing because of marginalization. And nobody will take it away. No matter how you try to hide it,
You cannot hide that Igbos are not marginalized in Nigeria. Every other region have 60 states. South 6 states. Southwest 6 states. North, all the whole north. Even one is 7 states. But in Southeast here we have 5 states. Giving us 5 states is reducing the money that's supposed to come into the region. Reducing the number of senators we're supposed to produce. Reducing job. So we are marginalized. There is no marginalization that is more than that. We are the highest importers and exporters. But there is no seaport in the Southeast. We are the highest traveling race in Nigeria. But there is no good working international airport. So I think we are marginalized. We lift our hand up. And anybody from the South here fighting against, problem of Ndibo is that we are enemy of ourselves. Heaven will begin to remove them one after the other. Igbo people fight themselves. Look at Zion ministry that entered into Southeast. People that are here now are millions. All of them, America, UK. The whole money they came with, is it not in Imo State they are dropping it? Okada people will take their own. People selling dummy will take their own. Look at the massive structure going on here. Within 6 months, 60 building is already up. Within 6 months. What will now happen? Get the Ghana Kodifa. Amen and amen. Amen.
If it's something in my case, I accused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to accuse himself. Why did the chief judge not insist I was right? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with this, which is true, then you need to go and argue.
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have accused yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. A woman should do the right thing. A chairman of the board of directors constitution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world is such nonsense done. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot buy me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal. And he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ABF surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you. You say you have to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His Lordship Peter, you go and try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that, I said, the issue of the past, that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was a simply day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well, I'm telling you. This is God Almighty, not well. This is an order of God. An order of God says, Justice Beta Nyako is recused. An order of God. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I accused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to the NJC. I accused him. Why did he not say, I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order of, give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order, give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court. It's an order of court.
I take your permission to address you.
But let me tell the defendants that in everything now, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
And telling lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? The memo from Chief Judge is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Netanyahu, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Give me your definite date for trial so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Awomolo because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Verbatim. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set aside it is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. But it's not advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, including the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her.
Wow. Let's listen to more.
Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. You look at them now, how they have now descended on Yoruba people, asking them to concede, give us your forest, we must graze, we must do this, we must do that. And slowly before your eyes, they are giving in, they are capitulating, they are allowing them. They will continue to expand. They will continue to identify idiots in your midst, traitors, saboteurs in your midst. They will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Look at Yoruba and the Lorin. Yoruba, how did you lose a Lorin? You lost a Lorin because somebody thought or felt that by aligning himself with what he felt was a superior Fulani force, he can defeat his own people. Afonja, what happened? As a result of that miscalculation, the great Yoruba race lost a Lorin to Fulani Caliphate. That is why in a Lorin you have an emir of a Lorin, not an Oba of a Lorin, answerable to Sokoto. That is where Lai Muhammad comes from. You can see them. Sokoto slaves in Yoruba land. When I say that it's not religion, it has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with the mentality of a conquered people. Now they have left the Lorin, having taken a Lorin and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yoruba race. Over for you.
By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babiala somewhere in Zaria. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time you stop supporting evil.
Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate. My right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Wow. The journalists, the legal correspondents, you don't take time to actually study some of these rulings and judgments. Go and study. In fact, I'll give you this. Bring the envelope. Give it to her. Look at it. Yes. What is it? I'll give it to her because I think she's a bit more. Give her this legal judgment. Can you hold this for me? She can. I want to let the whole world understand something very, very clear. In all this is the judgment of the Supreme Court. It made it very clear that even that the impartiality of the judge is questionable. And it's here. Where is it? Please do bear with me. It says it here. What is it, page? What is that again? Where it says page 18. All these things are online. Is it not page 18? All these things are online. So I suggest that the journalists in this country actually take out time to do some basic research. It's not difficult, just minor research. You will understand the vacuousness, the emptiness of all the charges against me. Okay. They kept switching the charges. They said I committed this crime in England, isn't it? Yes. I made a broadcast in England. Yes. And in 9 charges leveled against me, this place where I committed this crime was London, United Kingdom. Yes. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction to try me. Because since this offense was committed in England, so they said, it's only a UK court that can give a Nigerian court the authority to proceed, isn't it? Yes. Based on that, they removed London. Based on that, they now amended the charge again and removed London. Location of the broadcast. Location of the broadcast. Contrary to section 196? 174 of the Terrorism Prevention Act 2022. In violation of their own laws. In violation of their own laws. And you want me to stand trial under such circumstances? Is that possible? Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial where all these shenanigans are going on? It's not possible. Yes.
The marked one. Yes. Okay. Yes.
No, it's okay. No. It's okay. We have many of them.
Mr. Kanu, one last question. In reference to what she has asked earlier, Justice Binta made it known that she is one of the senior judges in this court.
Yes.
What if?
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her because she said no other person?
It is not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we're facing. Yes. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right. Those were the submission of Nnamdi Kanu when he was in court. But meanwhile, Soludo came out yesterday and he has this to say. I'd like us to listen to what Soludo have to say. Thank you very much, my people. Those of you listening to us right there, please help us to press on the like, help us to share, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Listen to what Soludo have to say.
So Monday sit at home thing, which is very unfortunate. We've made it very clear. People, if you are protesting or agitating for anything, you are holding yourself down by now killing your own people under the pretext of Monday sit at home. And I think even Nnamdi Kanu himself and his IPOB, at least on record in terms of press releases that were sent out by IPOB, that They did not support the Monday sit at home. It was some criminal elements doing that. And we take them for their word that that's true, that they don't. And Monday sit at home thing is largely, over here. With anybody sitting at home now is doing so out of his own preference, not because of insecurity, as it were, because everywhere is secured on Mondays, and as the case may be. As for those who are agitating or going to have demonstration or whatever, they have a right to do so. I mean, in a democracy, where everybody has freedom of expression, and you express have your freedom of expression in the way that you do so. I discussed the issue of release of Nnamdi Kanu, several months upon assumption of office, and even on the day that the Ohanes and the Igbo had their Igbo there, I said, we needed to have a conversation because, for me, I believe very strongly.
Okay, I'm going to post out a link. Click on it. Join us on the panel if you have anything to say on what we have projected so far. Because after this video, I just have one or two monologue, then I'll round up. But in case you have something to say on this, a link will be posted on the comment section. Just click on it and join us here.
That, of course, the agitation thing and the position on a separatist view of Igbo land. For me, as a full-blooded Igbo man, I don't believe that. But I want us to have a conversation. I've told, I said, why I need Nnamdi Kanu to come and sit with all of us, everybody else, because nobody has greater right than the other. We're all Igbos, and we're all entitled to our views. And those of them who want us out of Nigeria, we all sit in a room and debate it. Are we served better being out of Nigeria or within Nigeria? I am of the view that the Igbo man needs Nigeria, Nigeria needs the Igbo man. I'm of the view that the Igbo man needs Africa, Africa needs the Igbo man. I'm of the view that the Igbo man needs the world. We're in everybody's village, and an itinerant people cannot afford to be an intolerant people. That's my view. So, for those who going on failed protests, I am governor of a state. Mine is to govern. Social activists do their own job. I do my own job. I've had my say, and in the way that I do so. And there is a process that obviously has to get through. And that is what I can say to you. I speak very frankly. I have my opinion on this. Like I said, when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, because we believe, ultimately, he will come out. And when he comes out, we are going to sit down around table and interrogate our alternative visions for Igbo land. My vision is that we should build a livable and prosperous homeland, so that as itinerant people, wherever you go and you don't find comfort, whatever else you go, you have a livable and prosperous homeland to return to. But do we need Nigeria? We need Nigeria, absolutely, and Nigeria needs us. That is my very deep belief, and I canvass it with no apologies, and I hold that. And I'm prepared to debate this with anyone, that the future prosperity of the Igbos, God didn't make a mistake in putting us together as one nation, and we must exploit all the opportunities available to that in a fairer Nigeria, equitable Nigeria. The Igbo man has a great future.
Okay, that was Soludo yesterday. Channels, what do you think of that? In case you have anything to say on that, please call the line on the screen, just WhatsApp only. Let's hear from you quickly, because as I end the show, you're not going to see us here till evening, 7 p.m. again. We are here every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, talking about the things that's affecting us. But we have Emmanuel here already with us. Emmanuel, thank you very much for joining us. Where are you joining us from? Hello, Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, I'm from Ondo State.
Ondo State. Okay, but you need to speak louder. We can't hear you.
Yeah, from Ondo State.
Okay, talk to us, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you. Good morning to you.
Yeah. Good morning. About this, for this thing that I say. There's no, I'm not something faulty about him here that they arrested. Are you hearing me?
Yes, but there's so much noise on your background.
No.
Okay, I think it's your mic. I think it's your mic. I don't know. Are you using a headphone or something? Can you take that out? Your earphone or something is not working well.
Okay. I said that, for example,
okay, go ahead.
This man not any fault in him. Now they come and arrest him or accusing him of anything. He does not have any fault inside. He's trying to protect us because even now the country are very hard. The country are very hard now. For people to eat in the morning is very difficult. For people to eat in the morning is very difficult now. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that if they can do this campaign now and release it now, maybe this Nigeria now will very calm down more. Understand?
Okay.
Understand me now?
Yeah.
If they do this campaign now, this protest, everything can calm down now. Everybody will going to vote for him back again. Hear me?
Okay.
Because I don't see anything. I don't see.
Okay, round up. 10 seconds.
Most people are very sick. Most people are saying that if they are hearing their language, they will be very, let me put it, very angry. Most people don't like to hear their language, especially this language. They use it to do something very important. They use it to all these criminal
Okay,
people.
let me get back to you, Mr. Emmanuel. Let me get back to you. I have somebody on the phone. I'll get back to you. And for those of you on the backstage, turn on your camera. If not, you're not coming in. Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning to you. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Europe.
Okay. What's your name, sir? Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Yeah, Sowore, I don't know his left from his right. That is number one. I remember that was 2018 when he said that what Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for before he becomes the governor, he was talking good, and now he becomes a governor, and he's no longer knowing what to say and what to do. To be honest, he's saying Nigeria needs he must need Nigeria, and other things he was saying. In the world, don't Israelites were scattered all over the world, the Jews were scattered all over the world. But didn't they go back to their God? Did it make them not to be in other parts of the world today? In my own village in Nigeria, I saw the Israelites at the age of 4. The Israelites came to my village at the age of 4 to establish a poultry. Didn't they go back to and establish their own state of Israel today? The Jews, didn't they go back? Does it mean that they are not also all over the world scattered today? So the Igbos need their own home. They can be in Lagos, they can be in any part of Nigeria and do business with other people. It does not mean that they need to be in Nigeria and be oppressed every minute of the day. All over the world, scattered are Igbos, and Nigeria is suffocating them. That is just a simple truth. Nobody can dispute that. Till tomorrow, nobody can dispute that. I only pity Mazin because the people he's fighting for don't even know that he's fighting for them. Most of them, or even the people surrounding him, all are after their own stomach. That is just only my own pain. There is no other thing. Assuming my own people rallied around him and stand strong, my brother, it would have been much, much better for us than to be in this so-called Nigeria that all of us are suffering every day. All of us, even the people they think that they are enjoying the Nigeria, or all of them are suffering, or they are just pretending. All of them, they are all pretending. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this contribution. God bless you. Thank you. All right. According to the caller, is saying that most of the people that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, they are not even aware Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for them. Like many of us have said on this platform that many of them are part of the reason why he's still there. Like this kind of man now, this one.
We have shown strength in agitation. We have shown strength in fighting for IPOB and Masob and all the rest of them. In sitting at home. Please be weak now. Because they were looking for opportunity to slaughter you. Sit.
Just imagine that kind of message. But meanwhile, let me hear from Mr. Pansat. It's good to have you on the show. Good morning to you, sir.
How are you, sir? How are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay. Well, we can say hello to everybody in the comment section and those in this panel. It's a prideful day, if you actually think about it, that Sowore were able to organize and have people go out to protest. And then, of course, the Nigerian government disgraced themselves by shooting at innocent, law-abiding citizens who are protesting the government policies and actions. So that's to be expected. It's not a failure. It shows Nigeria to the rest of the world that we don't have the right to protest, whereas our constitution gives us those rights to assemble and to do what they wanted to do. They were not violent. So we don't judge it by today. What the government has done is what we do from here on that counts. It's not a big deal for a military or the police to use violence to quell protest. Governments do that all the time, but it counts. So I want those protesters to be very proud of what they've done. But it's time now to shift the gear. Nnamdi Kanu's case is a controversial one. Not all Nigerians supporting Nnamdi Kanu, that's to be understood. But we have the right to protest. So what I suggest to on the comment section is that this protest should now be enlarged to protest the government shooting at innocent protesters and not letting us have the freedom that we need, including other things. Rigging of elections, corruption, and all kinds of things. That's what we're going to have to move this protest over to what it really should be about. Nnamdi Kanu has been to court. The courts have, at least some courts up to the Supreme Court, have said that he was illegally abducted from Kenya. And Kenya have said the same thing. A lot of people have talked about all that. So it's not really about Nnamdi Kanu now. The point is that they shot at Nigerians who came out to protest with live bullets and tear gas and just scuttled their rights. So I think that they should go and organize and go for the bigger picture. That's not a Nandekano, but also part of it. So I don't think that today is an Igbo thing. I'm sure they've made it very clear. This is not an Igbo thing. A lot of Igbos are like...
Exactly, Mr. Pansat. God bless you. It's not an Igbo thing.
Yes.
It's not. Injustice for one and injustice for all.
Exactly. And Nandekano moved from talking carelessly, locally, tribally, to then addressing the Yorubas. And in the beginning, maybe he used some words that when you play it back in retrospect, it sounds somehow. And also, he's been in custody. When you're in custody, it affects your mannerism, you're desperate, and he's holding up more than most people. He's looking better than most people would look under the circumstances. So if you look at him, like one of the tapes you played right there was a little... You made somebody feel somehow. It's, okay, this guy, he's messianic. He's talking, telling people they do this, do that. So, but that's not what we're fighting for. We cannot have Sowore go out there to protest peacefully, admonishing everybody, let's do this peacefully. We have the right to do this. And they would disrespect Sowore and tear gas him and do those things. Now, what are we living in? That's our country.
Exactly.
We have a constitution that gives us rights. The United Nations gives us rights. So it has to be expanded to seek for our rights to be our rights. We can't have them do this and get away with it with impunity, which means we're done. They've seen us finish. Those people who shot at those protesters have to be prosecuted. Those who are international, what is it that we should then be law-abiding for? If we can come out to protest and they shoot at us the way they're doing, knowing that the power of the people, if people
Mr.
don't come
Pastor,
out...
please,
Yeah.
just hold on, please. Let me respond to this person. Mike Olawale, you said, I can't believe Nnamdi Kanu is quoting the so-called zoo law to save himself after promising to turn the zoo to Somalia. My question to you, Mr. Mike, what is your take on Nigerian government having a peace talk with people that came out openly to admit in killing people, raping people, beheading people in Nigeria? They give them amnesty, pardon, peace talk, and all that. Even on the meeting, they were held with sophisticated weapons. What's your take on that? I want you to respond to this to see if you are fair. Mr. Pansa, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, now, when somebody like Nnamdi Kanu comes back to Nigeria and is being tried, he has to respond to the laws of that land. It's like some of us who are here in the United States will go to courts here and we'll have to deal with the courts in the United States and their laws. It doesn't mean that you've been defeated. It doesn't mean Nnamdi Kanu has been defeated. He has to defend himself in Nigeria, even if he doesn't believe in Nigeria. Right? He's being tried in a Nigerian court. He has to say, hey, look, this is your law. This is what your law says. But people like Mike, they have the right to say that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nnamdi Kanu, however, the British or anybody who organized to have him go to Kenya and they abducted him there, that's the issue legally. But we're not talking about that right now. What I'm going to concentrate on is, and I'll conclude with that as well, you cannot go shooting at innocent protesters. We have laws. If the protests are violent, you can do something about that. But to just have the police pull around Nigerian citizens who are protesting or about to protest very early in this thing, and they start shooting at them with live bullets and tear gas. Now, how any human being in Nigeria could sit by and let that happen means they don't know their rights. It's not Sowore just standing out there. These are people who are representing us. These are our fellow citizens. This is an anniversary of the NSAS, and they killed a lot of Nigerians and they denied it. Today we saw it with our naked eyes as these people were not violent and they were shot at. And I believe that this particular exercise should not be expanded. It cannot stop. They cannot go home and say, okay, this is over, they won. No. We have to now hold those people accountable who shot at those innocent protesters, and this protest should now go in full gear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pansa. Thanks for that wonderful submission. Yeah, it's not about the Igbo thing. You know, injustice for one is an injustice for all. So I support that holistically. But let's hear from Oga Maxwell. Oga Maxwell, it's been a while. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening, or rather, good morning to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good morning, Mr. Elvis. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very fine. I'm fine. It's good to have you on the show. Talk to us, sir. What's your take?
Thank you so much. Good morning to all the listeners all over the world and those in the comment section. And you see, there is something I have to admit here that the protest, as organized by Sowore, is not an Igbo protest. It is not a protest about IPOB. It is a protest geared towards an injustice that is meted out on an individual and a member of that country who is also a citizen of that country. That is the protest. It is an injustice against that man. You see, Mr. Evans, most at times, for some of us that had the opportunity to serve, when we come out and begin to say some of these things, people don't seem to understand. Because you cannot, Nigeria is a kind of country that will, create a problem. And in trying to solve that problem, they will, adopt all manners of, machinations to solve that problem. Some of them is by force and going away, doing things that are contrary to the laws of the land. Look at it. Check from the, what is his name? Yusuf. The police. Look from what happened as at that time till now when these boys have become very aggressive. You create a problem. And in trying to solve it, you are creating more problems. That's exactly what the Nigerian government, has, all along been doing. Why will you now, throw canisters on people that are peacefully protesting? They demanded for your own protection. That is what they demand. And that is what they're supposed to get. You are throwing canisters on them. I saw one of them on the ground. You see, Nigerian government has a way of doing this and get away with it. In Lekki Toge, they did the same thing. And the world could not call them out. There was no punitive measures against Nigeria, for the ill treatment, the abuse, and the killing of their own people simply because they have a divergent view. They do not agree with what you are doing. They are not satisfied. By so doing, they protest and you unleash disproportionate force on them in order to instill fear on the would-be's. That is unfair. That is unfair. If Nigeria will be romanticizing, like we'll always say, with terrorists, look at the peace deals that they are having with the armed Fulani terrorists. Look at the peace deal that they are having with them. And they are not even afraid to march all over the places with their own automatic assault rifles, with so many magazines, what we call bandoliers, on them. And these are people that you are having peace deal with. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that said, my people have been unjustly treated. He campaigned for, a good Nigeria, better Nigeria. To a certain point, he felt that, no, this thing is not working. Let's go away from this country. You unleash mayhem on him. While you are romanticizing with people that are carrying, why is it that the Nigerian system you treat, there are people that are specially made for Nigeria and there are people that must be treated with, some kind of heavy hand? Why is this so in Nigeria? Some ethnic groups are very, very free to do whatever they want to do. But the other people cannot just try it. When they try it, the full force of the Nigerian system, security agent, will fall on them. Why? Are you making peace with your people? Or you are now, stoking more fire in them, creating anger and disunity among these people? Sowore and his group must be allowed to protest as long as they are peaceful. That is what I ask. If Nigeria is a country where rule of law is upheld, I don't think that police officers will come out and begin to throw canisters on innocent protesters. The world must caution Nigeria for the kind of treatment that they are treating their own people, especially when they have a different view of whatever that the government represents. That is all I have to say. And thank you so much for sharing it live, as always. May God continue to bless you, Mr. Ebis, and those that are anchoring this program. Thank you for having me. I yield.
God bless you, sir. It's really good to hear your voice, because on things like this, I always call on my people that, where are you? So when you guys answer me like this, I'm always happy, because as we see, the country it be as it gets, a country where the law, the justice is being selective. That's my concern. I don't have issue penalizing anybody for wrongdoing. I don't have issue with that at all. But if you're penalizing anyone for wrongdoing, let it be equal. But when you are selecting those that should be penalized and those that should have peace talk, that's my concern. So it's very unfortunate that we find ourselves here. Hopefully someday we'll have a leader that we genuinely, organically, truthfully do things right, how it's supposed to be. That is what I want for my country. I love my country. I'm a proud Nigerian, a patriotic Nigerian for that. Patriotism is what you must always demonstrate whenever when it comes to defending your own country. But whenever your country is also doing something wrong, you should call your government out. I cannot say I'm a patriotic Nigerian, then I should close my eyes when things are not going well for Nigerians. What they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu right now is unacceptable. If you are a true Nigerian, is totally unacceptable. You are now making me to believe now that this whole thing is now about the Igbo thing. It's not about Nigeria anymore. That's what it looks like. The way Nnamdi Kanu is being treated, is impossible for anyone to treat a Yoruba person like this, an Hausa person like this, or a Fulani person like this. It's impossible. Then the other sad part of it now is that some of the elites in Southeast are behind this. They are pressing button by fire by force to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu remains in prison. It's very unfortunate. Very, very sad. Mike Olawale, you said Edo Biafra should start doing sit at home too, instead of online Biafra agitation. We don't have Edo Biafra. Fortunately, you are one of the problems that we have in Nigeria. I won't block you, and my admins don't block him. But you are one of the problems we have in Nigeria. Because I don't have issue you speaking against Nnamdi Kanu, but I want you to also speak against anything else that is happening that is affecting Nigerians altogether. If you're a patriotic Nigerian, you should be able to speak truth to power at all times. But the way you are speaking and what you are writing things on the comment section shows that you are very, very biased over your submission. Your submissions are only one-sided. It also shows that you hate the Igbos with passion. My brother, you still have time to change. You have only one life to live. I don't have anything against you. I'm not here for Igbos. I'm a Edo man, a very proud Edo man. And I'm a Nigerian, very, very proud Nigerian. All I speak here is truth. I believe you'll be following me for a while. And I believe you might have seen when I'm calling out my own governor in Edo State or anybody from my state at any time. So you already know that I'm not a biased person and I can never be. But you cannot be speaking against Nnamdi Kanu, and I don't see you on the comment section when we are speaking about the Fulani herdsmen. Then you are just one-sided person. Mike Olawale, my brother, you have time to change. That will be very, very nice for you. Remember this life. What did they happen for Nigeria? So is a turnaround, because I remember some of the people during the 2023 presidential election, some of them were showcased here on this platform who said, I'm not going to vote for Peter Obi not be my brother. I'm not going to vote for Atiku not be my brother. I can only vote for Tinubu because Tinubu not my brother. That same particular woman, you guys that have been following us for a while, less than 2 years in office, she did another video insulting the LR of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that a big power, we are hungry. You are the worst president that Nigeria have ever produced. That same woman. Then I play it here again. That is the reason why you see most of the time, I try to talk to people on this platform, letting them know that if we have to speak truth to power, we have to shy away from anything to do with ethnicism and tribalism. If not, we are not going anywhere. If you are speaking truth to power, stand for what is right, even if it means standing alone. That's what I do here every day. That's what I demonstrate on this platform every day. You all already know that. I don't care who you are. If you are my mother, my father, my brother, my siblings, my friend, I don't care. As long as you're doing anything wrong, I'm going to call you out. I'm not one of the broadcasters on air who are doing things for the profitable gain. May politician can't pay you. No. I don't believe on those rubbish. I believe that's the reason why I still have power to speak truth every day on this platform. Go and check. Most of the platforms that politicians are giving brown envelopes, they blab when they are talking. They can't speak truth to power. It's very, very unfortunate. The day you see I start blabbing on this platform, that's when you know that something is wrong somewhere. As for you, Mike, I will read this one to you again, because some of you refuse to learn. When things are happening like this, you don't want to learn. But I'll read it to you again. Don't block him, please. No need to block. Don't block anybody. Just let him be. A man could become the evil you support today. At any time. Don't defend evil because it favors you now. It could work against you the next seconds. Yes, it's not about ethnicism or tribalism. It's not about favoritism or nepotism. It's about being truthful and saying what is right. You get? For now, it's very unfortunate that we still have lots of people that are not speaking truth to power. We only speak truth when it favors us. Very, very unfortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this broadcast. We will elaborate and expatiate more tonight, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. As you know, we are always here, 7 p.m. Nigerian time, talking about the things that's affecting you and I. Now, God bless you, my people. Stand for what is right at all time. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys later.
In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. I make a day fear my God. I make a day fear my maker.
All right, guys, we are not leaving here. The protests have started all over again. So the broadcasts have to continue now. For those of you that have already left, unfortunately, we can't leave now. For the protest, Nigerians have taken it to the next level. So please continue to press on the like. Let's continue with this, my people. Thank you.
Join me.
God bless her. God bless her.
Can you guys see it now? Please tell me in the comment section. Can you see now?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is another savior.
Fernando Carlo.
Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo. Fernando Carlo.
Okay, I think there's a network problem somewhere right there. As you all can see that, yes, information reaching us now that they were beating Omoyele Sowore. So we need to know where he is, if he's fine. We don't know what happened because I'm hearing it now that Omoyele Sowore were being beaten mercilessly. Okay, that's a network issue right there again. Just bear with us. The network is bad, but I think we're going to have it back shortly. You know, it's all about free Nnamdi Kanu now. I like the fact you know, everyone is talking, and the protest is going on now across some few states in Nigeria, which is a good thing. You know, at least we are sending message. All right, thank you, Kisno Giraki, for this super chat. We are very, very grateful. Thank you very much for all that you do. Guys, press on the like button, help us to share. If you can, press on the super chat as well. Encourage what we do here. Always bear with us because of the network. We are still here. As long as it's for Nnamdi Kanu, I don't mind spending my time to do this today. So we are here. Just bear with us. The internet should be back anytime soon. You know, thank you very much, my people. Before that, I think we have other reactions, what people are saying right now that I would like to put on the screen for us to follow up with, you know, in case we did not get this network back again. Okay, I just hope we don't lose it. The network is fluctuating right now, so let's see how it goes. Thank you very much, Mother Peggy Modi. I'm very, very grateful. Thanks for the super chat. God bless you. Thanks for all that you do always. Guys, just press on the like, depending on where you're watching us from. I can see you guys are watching us from different platforms. We have 300 people watching from Niger NW blog. We have 100 or something watching from Edo, Niger Watch, and Niger Watch we have 226. Please press on the like from there and support what we do here. Okay, as we are waiting for this network to be brought back, I would like us to listen to other take. Once we have the network, then I will switch. Just bear with us. Let me put this on your screen so we can take it from here. Bear with me, guys. One more minute. Let me just put this on the screen sharply. I'll bring that one back if we have it back. But listen to here.
Yeah. So, Peter Nosike, before I get to talk to him, let's look at it again. Protesters have been fired at, just right there in the city of Abuja. You remember this morning I told you, I said, what if everything goes sour? What if it didn't happen the way we wanted it to happen? What if violence takes over the entire protest? What will happen? And you rightly said that we should hold the states responsible. Right now we hear that Sowore is no longer there. Aloy Ejimako has been arrested.
Well, for me, the whole world is watching. And everybody has the right of protest, including me and you. So they are not doing anything bad by protesting. They are not doing anything bad. It is their right to protest. It is my right. It is your right to say no. And I said on this program, one, this is a peaceful protest. Their motion, their vision is known. There are somebody in detention who they are protesting for his release. They are protesting against the injustice of the Nigerian state, against an individual. And it is their right to do so. When Nelson Mandela was in prison, South Africans were protesting. So, protest is our fundamental human right. But it's only in Nigeria that government will fire at protesters. In Kenya some time ago, William Ruto, or the president of Kenya, once made an unguarded statement. He told the police, fire at the neck of any protester who want to go to destroy properties.
Okay.
So for me, I don't encourage destruction of properties during protest. Understand? But I know that criminal...
Were they destroying properties?
Just get me right.
Okay.
I'm telling you what the president of Kenya, William Ruto, said.
Okay.
That police should fire at protesters who want to vandalize properties. So vandalizing properties is very wrong. But there's nothing wrong about a peaceful protest. There is nothing wrong about peaceful protest. So if government is now shooting at peaceful protesters, this shows you the kind of government that is being run in Nigeria.
That's what we hear right now. Security operatives are fired or firing right now.
Even some years back, Students in America, we are protesting in more than 25 universities. No single board, no single individual was killed. No single individual was killed because they know how to protect the life of their citizens. But here, life of citizens don't matter to those in power.
One big question we also ask is, why has the government decided? What I mean, people will look at it. People will feel, well, Nigerians, I mean, will say Tinubu would have decided to look inwards. You know, not this way of asking security operatives to go after protesters. It's one too many in this country. When you start protesting, the next thing you are scared of is that, you know, security operatives will come after you, and then the whole of this thing will be, you know. But people are looking at, why don't the president sit back, relax, call some persons, listen to them, and maybe free this man for peace to reign. In fact, some persons is going to score a political point if Nnamdi Kanu is released, if he's released now, instead of allowing them to go on this protest.
One thing I know, battle must come before victory. Battle must come before victory, and we are going through that battle as we speak. And the end of every battle is victory. It may take time, it may consume lives, people may get injured. Those days, when the military were in power in Nigeria, some people paid the supreme sacrifice. Some people.
All right, guys. We have the protests back now. I'd like us to follow up with it. Please watch this. All right. Before we come back to this, due to the network, we have the Northern elders or so, I don't know, the Northern group warn against proposed plan for this particular protest for Nnamdi Kanu. You know, they don't kick against them, say they cannot. Okay, I think the network is really affecting us here. So bear with us. I want you guys to quickly listen to this particular video here so that we take it from there. Listen to what these guys have to say concerning this.
And still on the planned protest, On the planned protest for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, a civil society organization, the Northern Coalition Group, NCG, has urged the federal government not to yield to pressure from protesters demanding the release of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, warning against any attempt to circumvent the law. While speaking at the news conference in Abuja, the group's national coordinator, Comrade Jamilu Charanchi, said the ongoing agitation led by certain civil society activists was a deliberate attempt to intimidate the judiciary and destabilize the nation's fragile peace.
It is morally reprehensible and politically irresponsible that some individuals who claim to be Democrats are openly advocating for the release of a man whose violent successionist agenda has claimed over 1,200 innocent lives, including more than 400 security personnel, banned over 100 police stations, and caused the destruction of property worth over 450 billion across the southeast. CNG warns that no amount of street protest or emotional manipulation will erase these atrocities or compel the Nigerian state to compromise the rule of law. The coalition of northern groups therefore condemns unequivocally the planned protest for Kanu's release, describing them as reckless, provocative, and a direct affront to Nigerian sovereignty and judiciary. 2. Urge the federal government to see Kanu's trial to its logical conclusion, ensuring that justice is neither delayed nor diluted under political pressure. 3. Calls on security agencies to remain alert and proactive in preventing any breakdown of law and order during this orchestrated protest. Demands an immediate investigation into individuals and organizations funding, coordinating, or promoting these destabilizing protests under the guise of human rights advocacy.
Wow. Wow. My people, now as we see and as they take carry a come, not be small thing. But meanwhile, Kenneth Koko have something to say as well. Let's listen to him.
Our guest was able to make it to the studio this morning. Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo joins us this morning. He's a lawyer, columnist, and public affairs analyst. Good morning and welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Good morning, Maupe, and good morning, viewers at home. It's my pleasure being here again.
Shall I say that I am relieved to see that you were able to make it this morning, but I do not know what was on your mind, knowing that this protest was going to happen today, and we do know that when protests like this are happening, people tend to be cautious around, on their way to work or around even their businesses. So what was it like for you making it down here?
Well, you know, as a man of faith, I've always believed that God will make a way, even where there is no way.
Okay.
And Nigerians every day are subjected to a whole lot of miseries, hardship, and sufferings. Whenever you're going out to do anything on behalf of Nigerians, you have to take yourself as an ordinary Nigerian. And you have to subject yourself to the risk that every other person is taking. Nothing is going to stop me from doing what I've made up my mind to do.
Well, I'm glad that you're here.
It is the grace of God.
What do you
and the
make?
Determination to keep moving no matter the circumstance.
What do you make of this protest, though? The Free Nnamdi Kanu protest. There are those who are saying, look, it is legitimate. They are well within their rights to protest. It is enshrined in the Constitution. And there are those who are saying this protest is premature. The matter is still in court. There's progress being made on the matter in court. It seemed at some point that, yes, there was a lull, especially after he was brought back from Kenya. But then there are those who are saying it seems that new vigor has been given the case. Just last week, we heard from the Nigerian Medical Association that he's fit to stand trial. And it does appear that the justice system is now determined to take its course. What are your thoughts on the protests which seem to want to ground the Federal Capital Territory today?
Well, first and foremost, the Constitution is very clear. Section 36, subsection 5, that every Nigerian citizen is deemed to be innocent until proved guilty. A nation that detains a human being more than 7 years, and you have him in your custody, and yet he couldn't even reach a judgment as to the culpability of his crime, is a nation that is failing in the dispensation of justice. Justice delayed is justice denied. When it comes to the issue of crime, The Constitution is very clear that the accused or defendant should be judged within a reasonable time. It is very unreasonable to keep a man in detention for almost 7 years. What are you judging? This is telling on the judicial process of Nigeria. I tell you again, in the Constitution, they say the Attorney General, while making any decision as to charging anybody, discontinuing or taking over any criminal charge, should have regard for public interest, the interest of justice, and the need not to abuse the legal process. For me, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the legal processes have been abused. Nobody will remain sane to be in jail for more than 7 years that a case is being tried. People are frustrated. People believe that if you do not find anything against this man, release him or reach a political solution. That is what is bringing all these things. It's a result of frustration that there is no interest of justice served in this. So, diligent prosecution is one of the pillars of justice in a criminal offense. I do not see that diligence. And the federal government is failing on all fronts. Remember, we have pleaded that this should be treated as a political issue and settled out politically so that every party will go home in peace. And then you are the one who arrested him. You are the one who put him on trial. You are the one who is delaying for up to 7 years without giving clear justice. So the federal government is failing on all rounds. And as they keep failing, they are making their matters worse.
So do you think this is really, you've said this is a political issue.
Should be a political issue.
It should be.
Yes.
But is it?
That's what I'm saying. The government should treat it as a political issue. Remember, during the colonial masters, where people were fighting for our independence, the colonial masters saw them also as adversaries. But they were genuine fighters of freedom. So in this world, there will always be two aspects of an issue. You know, the kind of cost-benefit issue, if it is in business. What is a cost to somebody is a benefit to another. That is how you treat political issues. To some people, he's fighting and agitating for their rights and freedom. You should also take that into consideration. To you, you may say he may have infringed on some laws. Why doing that? You should take that into consideration. And if you're a wise government, you will come to a negotiation table and let each side make a shift and come to a compromise and settle this issue politically.
The issue which he agitates for, which IPOB has agitated for years, is something that countries generally find very difficult to deal with, which is the issue of self-determination. How do you think that that can be resolved, given the fact that even if the federal government were to say, look, politically, we release him today, that certainly will not stop the agitations for people who believe that they should be given a separate country of their own?
Very good. And that is why you should not attribute it to him, that he is the originator and the perpetrator of this. I think it predates him. Certainly. And might even outlive him. So it is about the government learning how to treat agitators and how to dialogue with them. Because as you have aptly stated it didn't start with him. We've had MASOP, we've had other organizations. It may certainly not end with him. So it's about people expressing in their different ways their manners of frustration with the system. When things were so good in Nigeria, I wasn't hearing all these agitations. But whatever name you call them, it is frustration to the suffering, to the hunger and hardship in the country. That is the truth.
I was going to ask you, what side are you on? Are you on the side of the protesters? Do you support their cause? Or do you think that since this matter is already in court, pressure should be applied to the federal government to let this matter run as quickly as possible?
Very good. I am on the side of rule of law. I just told you that Nigerians have the right to protest. Section 40. And you can't take it away from them. It's their natural right, innate in them. The Supreme Court has said, beyond exercising these rights, no human being can live a civilized life. So it is their innate natural right to protest, and it should be encouraged in a democracy, because when you bottle up all these things, then there will be an implosion, an explosion. But when people are allowed to express themselves, according to Section 39, they will ease off their anger, they will feel they've been heard, and then the government will also use it to understand the feeling of the people and know the solutions they are from and they are at. So the issue is that it is a support to rule of law. What does rule of law say? Somebody is innocent until you prove him guilty. And you must prove him guilty within a reasonable time. When it's unreasonable, it's no longer rule of law. And for me, keeping somebody for 7 years in the name of trial is unreasonable. So whatever it is, it should end now. Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Either the justice system moves at the speed it ought to move. In our laws, criminal trial ought to be held every day until judgment. That is what the law says. So I am on the side of law. I'm on the side of justice. Whether there's marginalization against the Southeast, that is given. So whether people will agitate, that is legal. Their method of agitation should also be legal. And if the government believes somebody has exceeded, then when you're applying the law, apply it legally, judiciously, and judicially. And in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, with respect, I can say they have not lived up to it.
Today is also the 5th anniversary of the NSAS protest. That was one protest that saw a lot of young people come out to express their displeasure with the way the Nigeria police, or will I say an arm of the Nigeria police, had treated a number of young people over the years, in indiscriminate detention. And after a while, the protest morphed into something else. It morphed into a general protest of complaint against the state in general and the state of affairs. Sadly, that protest did not end well. I mean, in terms of the conflict that degenerated between federal government forces and the protesters. And that had implications for a lot of people, had implications for businesses. I mean, we saw what happened afterwards, the aftermath of the protests, where businesses were, destroyed and all of that. So on days like this, when, those sorts of protests are declared, people usually are very cautious. Businesses are wary. How do we balance this need for protest, which is a legitimate right, and the fears? Because the protesters, yes, they're protesting a certain cause, and I'm sure a lot of people share their cause for justice, but they also fear that it might not end well. At the end of the day, it affects whatever little that they have been able to build within the system. On a sister program this morning, we saw the complainants come to talk about how the government of the day has pulled down the little business that they have been able to build. That is a demolition, is something different. But when protests now generate to something that actually affects lives and livelihoods, how do we call that balance?
This is where the efficiency from the state comes into view. Abroad, it is the duty of the security agencies to maintain law and order. And that includes protecting the protesters and ensuring that they are doing their protest in accordance with the law. There's nothing wrong with the police guiding the protesters on the ways they should protest to make sure that it remains peaceful. If you recall, just like you have enunciated the issue of the NSAS, when it started, one of their demands was the welfare of the police, telling you everybody in Nigeria is under torture, telling you the nation and the government has failed everybody, including the security agencies. We have seen it. That's why I said most of what you're seeing in Nigeria is a manifestation of the suffering, of the hunger and hardship in the system, including that of the security agencies. When a man has not eaten from morning and is carrying a rifle, he is always triggered and can be irrational in his behavior against human beings. So the whole idea is that things are not working because the indices are not doing well. And the government is reading out statistics that is more tormenting. You know what George Sylvester said? He said, when a nation's growth is on paper, but its people sinks in hunger. See, that's not progress. That is polished poverty, wearing a mask of statistics. So when people are suffering and the government of the day is using fake statistics to mask their suffering, it becomes more frustrating because they know there is no end in sight. Because when the government is making that mask, they are hiding under a mischief for the suffering to continue, not a sincere desire to bring about solutions. So Nigeria has become a theater where the government is not governing well and the people are not trusting the government. And that is what you're seeing in the protests. When the NSAS met with government agreed at the nation state to answer all their demands. But you could still see that lack of trust. They will still go and sit down and say, until we see it implemented. Because to them, once we leave this arena, it will be forgotten. And in all honesty, what they said was right. ASU went into agreement with federal government since 2009. Immediately they leave the table, the government forgets it. Till today, 2009 agreement is still being brought to the fore, and strike is being called because of it. So government must live up to the true meaning of its name, protecting the security and welfare of the people and ensuring under the concept of pacta sunt servanda that a party to an agreement must respect the terms of the agreement. If the government starts respecting the agreement it has with Nigerian people, starting from the social contract, this will build trust in the minds of the people, and continually that trust will build. And when the government makes a promise, the people will not sit down and say, you must fulfill it before we leave here. That's what is going on.
All right, I'm not alone on this program. I know that my colleague Ayo certainly has questions for you. Ayo, over to you.
Well, thank you, Markwe. I think quite significantly a number of things are being covered. But Mr. Konko, I'd like, and you've spoken to a few things, and I'd like you to, help us understand what are the missing links here. You've cited the ASU Federal Government 2009 agreement. You've also referenced the fact that the issues that brought up the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest predated Nnamdi Kanu and may even outlive him. You're probably referring to the Civil War and the fact that, as you also said earlier, the Saudis, the kind of political sidelining, if I can use that term, of the Saudis is something you said, according to your precise word, is a given. And there are a number of other things. You talked about the NSAS, that the issues of NSAS were more about welfare of the police as opposed to, just agitation for agitation's sake. Between 2009 and 2025, a good number of people that were in government are no longer in government. Well, supposedly. Between the Civil War and now, so many waters have passed under the bridge. It begs the question of exactly how do we forestall these kinds of protests? If government is a continuum, where do we have the roadblocks that hinder the progress that should have taken us way beyond this place, such that we won't have the protests of issues that date back decades?
Very good. The simple answer to your question is Nigeria is under the siege of incompetent and corrupt leaders. Can you imagine in a nation if the money invested in our refineries had been used to repair our refineries and they are working and we are not importing and fuel is very cheap? In other words, you have reasonable energy cost. Can you imagine in a nation where our educational institution has continued its growth right from 1960 without this abuse on the lecturers and the students through meager salary and through not taking care of the environment of learning? Can you imagine if such an educational institution is empowered with the resources it needs? Can you imagine if our healthcare system is working as it's supposed to work? Can you imagine a nation that is blessed with oil and with solid minerals? If these minerals have been harnessed and there is fair distribution of wealth amongst everybody, Can you imagine such a nation? Do you think there would be agitations? People wouldn't even have the time. They would be busy working. They would be busy inventing. Can you imagine a nation if all the money pumped into electricity, they have utilized it to give us 24 hours electricity? Can you imagine who is going to go to protest? People are going to protest because they are idle. They are hungry. Things are hard. It is not because they want to go and risk their lives using their head to defend a bullet. Nigeria is a nation that is potentially great. And on the day we have free, fair, credible election that will help us to elect competent leaders who would have the people as their focus.
And that brings the
in 20
question.
years, we'll become a superpower nation.
My apologies,
I have
Mr.
prayed,
Ogonkwo.
and
Just
I
a
believe
second.
that in my generation, I
Yes.
shall see this country
Yeah.
metamorphose into that.
Now,
So
that
what
raises the
you
question.
have
Just a
is
second. Just a second, sir.
failure of leadership.
Just 1 second, Mr. Okonkwo. Perhaps that raises the question. When you talk about the fact that, elected officials and all, it raises the question of, when we talk about government, exactly who is government? Between 1966, 67, and now, we've had quite a number of governments. But there is always a continuum. That is what we expect is the case. Since 2009 and now, the maximum number of years an elected official has is 4 years, renewable every 4 years. Only for 2 terms for the executive, and I'm not sure what the term is for legislators. But we have civil servants that are always there, maximum 35 years or until they turn a particular age. So where is the but? Is the question that I'm asking. Do you think the civil service could have helped to bring to the attention the elected officials, to the attention of the elected officials, that, guys, these outstanding issues are there? Or do you think it is something that, every elected official just comes and just ends what was on ground before? I don't know if you understand the question I'm asking.
Yes. If I understood you very well, you're talking about the civil service, the elected people, who is to be blamed, or how would the solution come? The truth is that what we are suffering in Nigeria is systemic corruption. It is systemic because there is no deterrence. In a nation where corruption is not deterred, when you want to fight it, you are at a risk. The civil servants are now colluding with the politicians to extort Nigeria and to manipulate the process for their benefit. So the issue here is that you see how corruption is working on 2 legs, and even the ones that are charged, convicted down to Supreme Court, you will see politicians like Tinubu just did, pardoning some corrupt people that even the Supreme Court has declared corrupt and jailed.
Yeah, but
when you pardon such people,
let me just quickly
you're sending a message to people that there is no need. They are sticking out their neck against such people, because such people will come back to the system as elected, and they will begin to take their pound of flesh on the people that genuinely fought that they should be punished. So,
Mr. Okonkwo, just a moment, though.
Yes.
I mean, because some people will say, where there is no sin, there is no need for pardon. I mean,
Yes.
where no crime has been committed and, conviction secured, there will be no need for pardon. And so the people perhaps who need a pardon are those who have been convicted, even by the Supreme Court. And in reaction to the uproar that, the public outcry, so to speak, we saw a message from the Attorney General's office saying that it's not the last word had not been heard on it. That there is a review still going on, because they have to now, take a look at it and then give the list to the Comptroller General of Prisons or the Correction Service, and that is yet to take place. From your mind, or to your mind, what do you think, or do you think that there is really a space? Because I've also heard lawyers say this is medicine after death. If the president has already given his pardon to these people and it's gone to the Council of State, there is nothing more that can be done. What are your thoughts, especially as a lawyer?
You see, this government keeps exposing its incompetence every day. Doesn't mean that they talk before they think. After announcing people, after going through the Council of State, you have come down to sit down to say you want to review the process. That is in itself incompetence, standing on two legs. But let me tell you the story of what one justice said. One brilliant justice from the Southwest. He said he was transferred to a city. And in that city, he was welcomed with newspaper review. People knocked down, killed on the road. Careless drivers. Accident. You know what he said? He said when he sat down, the first case they brought to him, he gave the person a very harsh sentence to jail. The person that killed somebody, a driver. He said he did it the second time, and he said it ceased. Why am I saying this? The whole idea of punishment is not in the desire of any country to inflict injuries on its citizens, but for deterrence. Nobody is rejoicing that some people are in jail or some are facing execution. But how do you deter others from doing it? So what Tinubu is doing is encouraging people to do it. So nobody is saying that to be merciful is not good. No, but you have to matchmake what you are trying to be merciful at with the justice of the situation and the public interest. I told you this, Section 174, subsection 3 of the Constitution. You have to check the public interest. Somebody murdered, okay, a lady murdered the husband in cold blood, and you're telling me, oh, release her. You will see that people on the same matter, murdering their husbands the next day. Everybody has one problem or the other. But when you remember what the consequences will be, then you will forbear. You will take a better option, apart from shedding innocent blood. Do you know what it means theologically? And I talk as a theologian. It says the blood of the murderer that is needed to clean out the cry of the blood of the innocent against the land. That's there in the Bible. The blood cries against the land when you murder an innocent person. And if you are a leader and you go to ignorantly forgive such a person who murdered without a cause, you have become an accomplice spiritually to that blood that is crying against the land. We have to be very careful. You must exercise the privilege of pardon or prerogative of mercy, having the interest of the public, having the interest of justice, and making sure you do not abuse the legal process.
So is it too late?
To do what?
To review it.
You know, with this government, anything is possible. For me, I may not say it is too late. I'm saying it's not right for you to do something and then create an impression in the mind of somebody that you have forgiven, and then coming back to say, no, I have not forgiven again. It is simply distasteful, and for me, whether it is right or wrong, it's inelegant. And this government speaks volume. And the Attorney General of the Federation, I'm sorry, he has not impressed me on this. Because he's the chairman of such committee that makes such a recommendation. So what is he saying? Is he coming to tell us now that he didn't know what he was doing when he did that? Me, I believe they were wrong.
Well, it's a fine place to leave it, while we'll wait to see, just how the Office of the Attorney General reacts to some of the legal issues that have been raised with the review, which he says might still be possible with the pardon that has been granted by the president. But while we wait for that, we have to thank you for coming on Sunrise Daily and giving your thoughts as candidly as you always do. Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo is a lawyer, columnist.
All right, that one that Kenneth Okonkwo right there, my people. We've come to the end of this particular broadcast. See us again by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue from where we stop. I appreciate every one of you that joined us today. I'll see you guys again later by 7 p.m. Take care, guys. Bye for now.
All of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, as we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. We're gonna do the work. Every walk gets paid. We're gonna do the work. I make a day fear my God. We're gonna do the work. I make a day fear my maker. We're gonna do the work. Come on, song. Organize. My God, I make a fear my maker.